This is not going to be a long video. I pretty much had like a 17-hour day today. Absolutely excruciatingly exhausted. So we're gonna preview really quickly what potentially 99.999999999% chance of happening, which is the Nuggets going against the Heat in the NBA Finals. This will be the first NBA Finals for the Nuggets in their franchise history. This will be the second NBA Finals run for the Heat in the last 4 years. This is post LeBron. This is in Jimmy Butler's current manifestation as the new Michael Jordan or something. I don't even know. It's going to be a fun matchup. We do remember that when Nikola Jokic bum rushed Markieff Morris for a cheap foul and gave him whiplash, and he was out for pretty much the rest of the season. So that's going to be a dynamic. I think there's going to be an intense rivalry. I don't foresee this to be a series that lingers with beef from that incident. Markieff Morris is on the Mavericks now, so it should be fine. The Heat, I mean, what can I say? Apparently, the only one that gave them a challenge were the Knicks. But that series had so many injuries that it's really hard to tell who is the better team. For the most part, Jimmy missed one game. Julius missed one game, but was kind of hobbled a lot of the games. Emmanuel quickly missed games. The Nuggets have had kind of a pretty easy run through the West themselves. And again, I don't ever knock teams. This is something that I don't care what you say. Every team gets a run of luck, quote unquote, when they're making it to the finals in any sport. I mean, it's just I'm trying to think of a run where you face the best, fully healthy all the way through. It's very rare. But, the Nuggets have had some luck. The Suns made the midseason trade. The T-Wolves had, their best defensive player break his hand after punching a wall. And their own team started fighting each other, Kyle Anderson, Rudy Gobert. So they had their issues. And now the Lakers, who made a midseason trade, were playing well. You don't want to make excuses for these teams. The Lakers were playing well. For them to get to the conference rounds, they were playing well. But again, you cannot get into a rhythm after only a few months together. So the Nuggets kind of had an easy run to the finals. I don't think they've been tested yet. The Heat, on the other hand, have had the hardest run to the finals, having to fight losing the first play-in game to the Hawks, and then going on and barely beating the Chicago Bulls, to going and upsetting the Bucks, who had an injury of their own with their best player. Giannis was out, 2 to 3 games. So that was kind of lucky on their part, but it's still a hard team to beat, even without Giannis. And then going against the Knicks team that was, injured, but, on the rise, still a young team. So, a little bit of luck there, but it's a tough battle. It's like the Hatfields and the McCoys. I mean, they go to war, those two teams. And then now going against a soft-ass Celtics team. And I said this in previous videos about the Celtics that, I just didn't see them doing anything. There's no dog in that team. They're going to probably end up moving on from Jaylen Brown because they're not going to have 2 max players. And if I'm Jaylen Brown's agent, the fact that he made All-NBA second team, I don't want him to take anything less than the max. And you can't have 2 max players in this new collective bargaining agreement environment. So that's going to be interesting. I think you move on. I think you need to add, move him. For who, I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think it makes sense to have 2 players on max contracts. So we'll see how that goes. But again, the matchup between the Heat and the Nuggets is going to be good. The Heat have not been missing threes in this postseason run. They have been just absolutely devastating from three. They've almost been playing like the Golden State Warriors of yesteryear, that if it's open, it's going in. And it's with the tenacious Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra, Heat culture, defense locking in. Quite remarkable, to say the least. So, you know, and then we're looking over here. Look at the... Okay, go away. The offensive rating for the Nuggets, you know, 1 and 2 right here between these two teams. And then the defensive rating is mirrored. So you would say that the Nuggets have a slight edge, but I don't know, man. I think if Jimmy Butler and the Heat win this with no Tyler Hero, and he may come back for the finals, but let's say that they win the finals, this is perhaps one of the greatest championships of all time from the 8th seed. From the 8th seed. This is only the second team to make it to the finals as an 8th seed, the Knicks in 1999. Again, that was a strike-shortened season. So, you know, does that count as much as it does this year? The Heat have been dominant. They just won Game 3. We're talking after their Game 3 win when they go up 3-0 by 26. How pathetic are the Celtics? They have no heart. How dare you? Like, you had the deepest team. And maybe this is the Ime Udoka curse, but you had the deepest team in the playoffs. You had a golden opportunity with the number 1 Bucks being bounced, and you didn't show up. Like, I would be disgraced as a Boston Celtics fan. I'm sorry. You don't go down like that. You don't quit on your city. You don't quit on your team. And this team quit. Like, it's disgusting. I really lost a lot of respect for the Celtics. This iteration of them. I think they need to major changes and get younger. I don't know. They need some dogs on that team. That team is just soft as hell. Even Marcus Smart is not a dog. He's a flopper. So the whole team is soft. It's just a disgrace for the city of Boston. The Miami Heat punked them. And if the Knicks would have beat the Heat, the Knicks would have punked them as well. The Celtics are just not that team. I'm sorry. It's just the absolute disgrace. And like I said, somewhere Ime Udoka is laughing in Houston for the bullshit that they put on him. Anyway, I mean, whatever. We move on. As far as the Nuggets go, this would be a major boon for Nikola Jokic's pantheon in terms of rising to be one of the greatest. If you have 2 MVPs and a championship, and you're probably going to get the NBA Finals MVP, you have cemented your legacy. He needs this as well. So it's going to be very interesting. If I had a gun to my head, who am I picking? I don't know. It's really hard to bet against the Heat because the Heat have both. The Nuggets have been playing defense. They're not a defensive team. But the Heat have defense, but they're not an offensive team for real. But they both have been playing above their norm. The Heat are playing at a high offensive level, a high three-point shooting level, maintaining that culture and that defense. And the Nuggets have stepped up their defense in the playoffs and played really well, have been playing really clutch, have been closing out teams and just playing phenomenal basketball. So it's going to be hard. I think the Nuggets and the Heat, it's going to be an intense series. I think 6 is a perfect number. I know I've been picking that number a lot, but I think 6 between them is a perfect number. The Nuggets are a deeper team on paper. They have the better player in Nikola Jokic. They have the third best player in Jamal Murray, and potentially the 4th or 5th best player in Michael Porter Jr. Bam Adebayo's there. It's going to be freaking close. It's going to be a really good series. I'm excited to see it. Again, you know, this is going to be the whole video because we have to sleep because we have to get up tomorrow and continue to work on this movie. But we have a late call time, so we were able to sleep a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm going to be done with this job, and I'm going to watch the finals. Do not call me. I am not moving anywhere. If you want to hang out with me, you know where I live. Come watch the finals with me because I'm not going anywhere. I don't care where it is. So yeah, we'll see you. We'll see the finals. We're gonna play the series on NBA 2K, so look out for those videos. We're gonna finish Breath of the Wild if you're into that, and then yeah, we got a lot of other things going. But my pick, let's say Nuggets in 6. Started from there, but freaking Heat, man, the freaking Heat. This might be their year. This is a Cinderella team. It's hard to pick either one, but whatever. We'll see. Good luck, Vegas. Good luck figuring this finals out. I'll see you on the next video.